Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 2. I love that you joined us. So Essie's father died in the hospital because doctors made medical errors, and ultimately it killed him. And he's in grief. His mother's in grief. And I hope you love our time together and open your mind to Essie and his work on My Father Died Too Young Due to Medical Error That Could Have Been Prevented. Let's move into part 2. Let's look at 5 in that situation.
I need to be honest, with 5 I had struggles. I didn't really know if I should write about the doctors or my father. That was a mix of both, and I wasn't clear about what's meant to be written down.
Number 1, my father died far too young due to medical error.
Yeah.
So the medicine community or that doctor is or are.
I write it down, yeah.
In that situation, what you're believing in the car when your mother calls. What did you write for 5?
The doctors are unable to rescue him, to save him, to help him.
Okay, I'm going to leave you to write 5.
Yeah, I had big struggles with number 5. I don't know why.
Like the medical community and that situation, or the doctor in that situation, is unqualified, irresponsible,
Yeah.
which is kind of where you started. So you just play those out in number 5 and fill those in, and then question them and turn them around. It's a big deal. 1 through 6, a big deal. Every one of them, or I would have left one out, or I would have added one more if it weren't complete. But this worksheet is checkmate. When we look at the ego, checkmate, nothing missing. So it gives us opportunity to fill in the whole thing.
Unqualified and irresponsible. Yeah, that's something I would say also. Yeah,
Okay.
especially irresponsible.
Okay, so that doctor that started this whole thing, or the medical community in that situation?
From the start, yes, from the first hospital.
Okay. That doctor was unqualified and irresponsible when he made that decision. Is it true? He's unqualified. Is it true? Can you really know that it's true that he was unqualified to determine to remove that polyp?
No, because he made his master.
Now just give a one syllable answer and feel it. That doctor that made that decision in your father's case was unqualified to make that decision. Is it true? Can you really know that it's true that he was unqualified?
No.
And notice on the phone with your mom how you react when you think the thought, the doctor was unqualified.
Again, that makes me hopeless and feel like...
It makes you a victim.
Yeah, a victim of circumstances I have no control of.
On the phone with your mother, who would you be without the thought when she says he's gone? Who would you be without the thought?
When she said he's gone?
Yes. She said your father has passed. Your father died. What were her words?
She said he's going further.
So she didn't say he was dead yet.
But she meant like to another dimension or something like that.
So when she said he's moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that situation, when she said your dad had moved on, Who would you be without the thought? The doctor that started this whole chain of reaction was unqualified and irresponsible. Who would you be without the thought? Listen to your mother. Get connected with your mother and her time of grief and yours without the thought.
Yeah, again, I would be happy for him that he's freed up, that suffering is over.
So be there now and give yourself that.
That's weird. It's like, it's also a reason to, there's also something I can find to be happy about.
Well, it's a don't know. So, when it arises, they were unqualified and irresponsible. It's a don't know. And that's not just making nice. It's honest. You don't know. You can go back and check them out. You can, you have all kinds of ways. But in that situation where you don't know.
No chance of knowing, yeah.
So now hear your mother without the thought. The doctor that started this is unqualified and irresponsible. Just listen to your mother. Be with your mom in her time of grief as she's in your, and the two of you together.
It's like a kind of relief for us too. It's not, yeah.
To share without blame and shoulda, coulda, woulda on your part. So you could have done something differently, and just listening, being connected with your mom and your dad and respecting his life.
Oh, yes.
I have a thing in me that says no one dies until I'm ready. For the people I love, they don't die until I'm ready. I trust that.
Like it's not done until it's done.
Yeah, anything that is not a friendly universe in my world is up for inquiry.
Yeah, this is something I learned also. I mean, I know the work also Science Years, and when I feel very bad, I have very bad thoughts.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's like, yay, oh, that's a good one. That's up for inquiry.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because, it's like we think we're the thinker, but, thoughts happen.
Yeah, no control over it.
Attachment, we attach to them. The Buddhists talk about attachment to like things and all. No, attachment to what we're thinking and believing. And out of that is how we react. So we just get straight to it here, meditating in these questions. So in that situation with my mother on the phone, turn it around. I am, when I think of that doctor and the medical community, I am
unqualified. I am definitely unqualified to judge at all.
Yeah, because you haven't researched it. You don't know. And irresponsible. Like making those decisions that the ego offers up and you attach to it. And that's irresponsible. I am irresponsible. I'm connected to that and not really listening to my mother's voice and where she is at and being there for her in that situation.
Because I'm so busy thinking.
Would have saved him if I had only known. I would have not or done it differently.
Yeah.
Because that makes you like almost like some kind of unloving son in your head. And that's obviously not the case.
Thank you.
Oh, honey. What I can give my children is I love them. What I can give Stephen, my beloved husband, what I can give him is the clearest mind. And that is a way of saying like a loving, caring wife and the privilege of just that kind of freedom. Living a life I don't have to. It's just, if we want the absence of suffering, that's non-duality. We're looking at the ego's voice here. These things on your worksheet, and questioning them, and you're becoming qualified and responsible enough to think clearly when you're talking to your mother and thinking of your father. Because your mother, chances are just full of shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and it's my fault. And
she is like that, yes.
And honey, it makes you a good listener and wise and a comforter.
That's my intention to hold her.
Yeah.
Because she's not that open to the work.
That's okay. She doesn't.
Yeah, I also accepted that. But yeah. My intention is to really feel that and to ground her.
You don't have to change her mind. Just be a good listener. The way this community, we're listening to you today. You're our teacher today. Mm-hmm. And we're witnessing a son that can do this, can hear her pain and understand where she's at, because your thoughts are so much the same when it comes to, here's this healthy man, he goes in to this doctor and the polyps are removed, and then it's just domino effect. Just everything that we've said in here with you today, and she's holding that. And you can be an understanding, listening, loving son that's not trying to change her mind, but a very good listener. And
that's a very nice image in my head.
Oh, and it's so...
like when she said, "Oh, it's so painful at the supermarket when I went with him here usually, and now he's not here," or "I smell like on his clothes or his perfume."
Yeah.
And he's not here anymore. This is something we say very often during the day. He's not here anymore because of this.
You can say, "I love how we love him so much, Mom. And I love how much you love my dad. And I love when you say things like his cologne. It kind of brings him here with us." And for me, grief is love. When it's not selfish, coulda, woulda, shoulda. It's But many people are frightened of an emotion that powerful, because, love kills anything other than itself. And it's just to feel that love. It's the ego, it's, and eventually it trusts you're not trying to kill it, and it merges the ego and reality, love. It just kind of finally marries.
My goal is also that it finds a home in me to rest. I heard you saying that, and that's what I want for me and the ego too.
And that's what we all want for you here, and that's what you have to give to your mom without teaching or trying to change her. Honey, let's look at 6. In that situation, what is it you never want to experience again?
I never want to feel a loss like that again.
I'm willing to.
I know that part. I'm willing to feel a loss like that again.
And I look forward to.
And I look forward to feel a loss like that again.
Yeah. And just say you're getting out of bed and you feel that loss. Just sit on the side of your bed and just cry. But understand what that is that sadness or love. If it's sadness, good on you, and it could be a worksheet. And if it's love...
It could be definitely a worksheet when it's that.
And if it's love, just let it kill you.
Of course I would.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
would.
of course you would. Oh, honey. It's
May I
so.
ask you a last question?
Hmm.
Sometimes when I ask me the question, is it true? Sometimes the answer pops immediately out inside of me, like I'm supposed to know the answer is yeah, no.
Oh, yes and no are equal. It's what I'm believing true, and I research it or I get still in it. And if it's not true, then is it true? No. This is just me with me, and I don't manipulate it to be either true or false. This is
Mhm.
an exercise in stillness, a meditative practice.
But sometimes I'm not able to feel the difference between is it the ego or is it what meets the question?
Because I haven't seen that in you in our time together today. But do you have an example of where that has come to you, that experience?
Yeah, because of my agoraphobia.
So you're agoraphobic? Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, and out there in the hospital with your dad and in the car with your friend? Oh my gosh.
yeah, but with support of medication.
Oh, but that'll do. We have a little help, and just you being out there and going to the hospital for your dad. Oh my gosh.
Of course.
I don't mean this disrespectfully, but as a parent, that's worth dying for. Just get that agoraphobic son out of the freaking house.
Yeah, it was exhausting sometimes, but I had to. It was my father. It was, for me, it was normal
Yeah, yeah,
to do that. But
yeah.
to your question, and a simple example is like if I ask me the question, I can't go to the grocery shop because I could get dizzy.
Oh, yeah,
Is it true? Or I get a panic attack. If I go to the grocery shop, I will get a panic attack.
yeah. So, where I went with it is I go to the grocery store and I panic. And see, that's my worksheet. I'm imagine me at home, full blown agoraphobia. And I imagine me in the supermarket
Yeah.
and I lose it and I start screaming. And I mean, it's people who haven't experienced don't know, but it's terrifying, terrifying, and terrifying. And I imagined me there, and then I imagined people coming, reporting me, and everyone standing around looking at me and moving away like I'm some kind of monster. They're frightened. I'm frightening people, and then the police come in, and then they call that like an ambulance to come get me, and they put me in a straitjacket. And then they haul me away, and there's nothing I can do, and I'm everyone. And what I saw was, in like, who would I be without the thought? What I saw was, what kind of love would come get me and put me on a gurney in a straitjacket and take me out of that public place. The thing that was so terrifying, most terrifying, was people were looking at me and judging me. And that was the most.
Losing control in front of people, and what would they think and
That's it.
say about it?
Mm-hmm. That's the ego's terror. What do they think of me?
Because it can happen everywhere. You can stand at the supermarket and from one moment to another, you jump out. And for a few, it may look like, is he crazy or what is he doing there? But you can run out because you have enormously reactions from your body.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And no one can feel. No one can imagine.
Yeah.
No one without the same experience can imagine that.
Yeah. And I think the work gave me that. That's how agoraphobia went away. It's on love. That's how I can honestly say things like love is the power, and these worksheets. It takes self love to just invite the ego in and to question it, and it's a shift in identity that's so radical that no words can really describe it.
Yeah.
Like you look confident, and I may look confident, and I feel confident, but what other people think about me, I'm free of, and I think when we love people that we respect how they see us, for good or for bad, the way they see us. We can respect it, but it doesn't shift my identity of I love, I care, I care. That's what we're left with.
Like if I would think about me, what they think about me, I I would feel the same.
Exactly. So,
Yeah, those are sentences I never forget. Really, like or like you are who I believe you to be. This is something which follows me every day.
yeah, it's something that you obviously can relate to. And I think, sweetheart, that everyone on this call today relates in their own way to what you're saying, and are connected with it. And let's see what our time together, what's going on. Lindsay, honey, your takeaway with our courageous teacher as he's worked today.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. And Essie, I can very much relate. My father recently passed away too. And so much of what you all worked through, yeah, it was very, I could really feel. And I really resonate with the work and kind of found my way into what you teach spontaneously as a child with just how hard life was. It was like this kind of around 6 is when I remember consciously being aware of how not resisting what was allowed me to kind of be like that slippery nature that could just move with what otherwise felt really horrific, and it still was many decades of work after that. But I was wondering, as a practitioner myself, and this work matters so much to me. When you get to the point of feeling that merge of, like, as you were working with SE, the ego and love kind of merging together and not having that resistance anymore. When you move to that point, what next? Like, is there
Wisdom, the absence, like it's loving the world is like, other than what I'm thinking and believing about the world, love. Love is, that is our true nature. And anything that goes against that we're thinking or believing or acting out of, anything other than that, we're going to feel it like suffering. And that is like the temple bell that says, oh, sweetie, you need a little work. And so that's, worksheet a day keeps crazy away, keeps terror away, in other words. From mild irritation to full-blown terror.
Yeah, in terror, it was one other call I joined you on a year ago. I remember asking, because I was getting close, but I would still have a nervous system reactivity. And I was like, when does that go away? Like, does that eventually go away? And for me, it was the last layer of like this physical reactivity to the world that at times would still get triggered. And not to say that doing the work each day and in really every moment that's always feels ever present, but that gave me so much hope. Like hearing you say, this demonstration of how powerful it is, like feeling that essentially my PTSD completely dissolve in my nervous system was like, oh, I didn't know it was
And
possible.
you mean oxygen really happens? I mean, it gets past your throat. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
wow, it
I
feels
have a whole body. Yeah.
Oh, honey, I'm so happy for you. Oh, good work, honey. Good work. Oh, my.
Thank you,
All
Essie.
right.
Mwah.
Oh, Nana,
Hi.
your takeaway today from Essie's.
Yeah, I had a question, but I almost completely forgot it because I got so much into Izzy's. What is happening for him? I lost my mom 27 years ago, and I haven't had the courage to go into it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, if he can do it, we can all do it.
Yeah, I was almost the same age as he is now, and it just brings tears.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. He's a great example of courage, isn't he?
It is, yeah. So it's not done until it's done. So that was my question. And since I haven't worked on my mom, and since she's not alive anymore. So my question was about a relationship I've had, and I had some insights due to the work I've done on him. So the thing about it's not done until it's done, does it mean if I have the chance to call him and tell him that I'm sorry? Should I do that?
Well, I would, for me, I would wait until I was absolutely ready.
Okay.
And it doesn't mean I was, but I was so comfortable in it that and clear about my part.
Yeah.
And that there's nothing that person could say that I wasn't open to or couldn't own. And so I had taken care of the fear before I would make calls. And the work gave me the answers. As we can see in Essie's work, it gave me the answers I was looking for and the enlightenment to this already enlightened mind that was so radical. It was blowing my world apart. My children was going, whoa, who is that? What is that? And I was just physically the same body and different presence completely, the words, everything. And it was a little spooky and took my family a long time to trust it. But I continued with these worksheets that came from my head to paper. That's how they were designed. I could only find 6 things that the ego worked out of. And so that's what's on the worksheet available to all of us. Yeah. And those of you new to the work, they're always free on thework.com. And there's a 99-cent app that you can keep forever. You don't have to renew it. I mean, it's just whatever it takes to give everyone equal opportunity. There it is. And then our time together where everyone's welcome like this. But honey, thank you for checking in. And again, if I can do it, you can do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Lalita.
Hi.
Hi, your takeaway today.
My takeaway was that as you were talking together, my own questions began to really soften. The pain that I was feeling in myself began to soften as well and lighten. So I'm really grateful to you both.
Oh, honey, I'm just so I love that your mind would be that open. That's a gift. That's a gift that is yours. And I love the way you utilize it and keep it open. Thank you. Carolyn.
Hello, Katie. I just want to thank you so much. And Thank you for working with C today, SE. I just really, the strong thing that I came away with was how a resentment moved to love. It was so incredible. And it brings up how my life is, I so see it. I've seen it before, I know it before, but it's so much prevalent in my mind now that I see things through resentment. I mean, this person, that person, this person, this person.
Yeah, through the eyes of the ego. Them.
It's like, and I want to get rid of that so much because underneath, I really love people, but it's covered by resentment. And so this work is really impressing that upon me, and I want to change that. So I'm getting more familiar with the work. I like to show up to the mornings with you, and it's helping me so much. So thank you.
I'm so glad. And those worksheets, it does take courage. So yeah, let's just keep watching the people that get their feet wet and hop in until maybe one day,
I have an example. I have a worksheet, by the way, that I have.
Oh, good on you.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want someone to work with that's really experienced, and ask for that in the community in the comments section.
I have one actually.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I haven't called upon her, but we've scheduled, and then I had to cancel. I have to reschedule. Yeah.
Okay. So in your own time. In your own time, that's how we do it. And then sometimes we have to just hold our breath and jump.
Really?
I know you can always hang up on her or him.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, Frank.
Hi. Thank you so much. It brought up something for me. My son died of a heroin overdose 10 years ago.
Oh.
And I couldn't help him. I was in recovery myself for 30 years at that time already. So I always feel shame when I hear people. Anyway, it was a shock. There was a relief.
Yeah.
And I feel, first of all, there was one thing. I had to move back to Europe for a while. And so I wasn't there. I could have come, but anyway, there's a lot of guilt. And so when it happened, I got over it very quickly, and I felt relief. A lot of shame and guilt about that.
Yeah, it's only logical for me to feel some relief, and then it shifts, and that's what that work brings about. But the ego can feel relief over losing anyone in our lives that causes suffering, and we don't know how to help them, or they're just out of the way, and it's a kind of relief. So I understand that. You're not alone. And then we think, oh, we're terrible people. I'm a terrible parent. There's something wrong with me. I'm flawed. I'm organically flawed and hopeless. No, those are states of mind. And I notice I could be right. And I notice I have a little work to do. And I notice that I do it or not. Honey, just pray for an open mind with or without a God to pray to. Just pray for an open mind. It's like to wish yourself with a kind of power that's outside of you, that we think is outside of us, to support you. And find your way. Find your way if it's an interest. But the ego has this kind of identity that you describe to us that is not your fault. The ego is fighting for its life. And it dictates, it is, an ego is a term for what we're thinking and believing. And it's, there's nothing you can do to prove it's going on. An ego isn't something you can touch, but the way it produces thoughts and then images attached to those thoughts in our head, it just seems so real. But it's fantasy. It's a magic trick. And powerful, and we can question it, and move it from our head to paper and question it. But what I appreciate, Frank, is that you're showing up in the community, and you don't have to raise your hand or anything. But look at you. That's a big deal where I come from. And I'm so happy to see you. And I don't think I'm alone in that, because you are in the position now where a lot of us have come from. And to show up here, it shows me that you've got the courage. You've got a lot of courage. And that's what it took for me to even continue to breathe.
So that relief is coming from the ego?
It's like the ego eventually finds a home in a kind of love that is not trying to kill it. It's like there's room for the ego in this state of love until eventually in this practice, which is all this is the way that was shown to me, that it's like everything welcome here. My ego is welcome here. It's not as though I could stop it. So it's welcome here. I can identify it and move it from my head to paper. That's respectful. There it is, my ego on paper. And so it opens my mind to what is true. I'm not trying to kill it. I'm trying to understand it. And in that understanding, there's a merging where the ego finds a home in my heart. And it's not, there's no war there for its survival. In fact, I'm inviting it to show up. And if that's what shows up as a problem for me, then the ego and I, it offers it up. That's how we fill in a worksheet. It's invitation to the ego to give me its rap. And then I question it, and it respectfully shows up because it understands I'm not trying to kill it.
Okay. It's a very new, I'm a student of the Course in Miracles, and it's sort of, I never heard it that way. Mm-hmm. So I'm grateful you said that. I'm not trying to kill the ego, because sometimes I think that's what I should do.
I think it's often been taught that way, but we can't kill the ego. It's just, people want to get rid of it. Sometimes it means suicide. And it just seems logical to get out of this, just to take my own life. But something else moved in by some grace and showed me the power of love. And for me, that's self-inquiry. And it includes the ego. It's running the whole thing. And that's what filling in that worksheet is about, giving it equal opportunity. And then when I question it, I'm not telling it, I'm not looking at it like the ego's a liar or something terrible. It's like sitting with my friend, the ego, and together we get this thing straightened out until finally we merge as the inseparable, like lovers. It's or sitting in this child that goes, something terrible is going to happen. He said, they said, this little child, this little uneducated, emotional little tyrant running around in my head that needs a little love, So it's, this work is all about lovemaking and, not trying to change the ego's mind, but together seeing what's true and what isn't, until finally the ego, begins to rest in our heart. Frank, it's basically non-duality. The ego, myself, love itself, ego just looking for a home. Yeah. Honey, thanks for checking in.
Thank you so much, Katie.
Love it so much. Oh, community, you are here. Kristen, honey, your takeaway.
Well, thank you so much, Katie. That was a beautiful explanation with Frank as well. And Essie, what I got out of your work is I'm mourning my father as well, like so many of us. And when you said grief is a form of love, because I've been trying I'll get rid of the grief. My family's planning a trip to celebrate my father because we don't want to feel this grief.
You've heard of the fear of love, the expression, the fear of love. That's what you're describing.
Yeah.
And if your mind is open, just to go in there and be the big cry baby. And when you feel it, cry. And you'll notice that you can cry so long, and then it'll stop. And also you can laugh and feel like a traitor to love and like, oh my God, this is not the place to laugh. But just expect all of it and, do a little worksheet, maybe take a chance, show up knowing, just keep the keys to the car or your plane ticket handy. You're not captive. You can always hop a flight.
That's really good. Yeah. And the image of waking up in the morning and either I'm going to cry or I'm going to feel the love and being okay with either. That was a really nice image.
Yeah, you might find a little both. And what do you do in a case like that? You find the coffee. The expression "wake up and smell the coffee" it's or whatever that is for any of us. Maybe it's walking, maybe it's running, maybe it's and for some of it's a little of this and that. And for me, it's I'm just open to everything.
Thank you so much.
And you, and if you show up, come back and share your experience with us. And all of you, thank you for showing up today. And I love you, community. And our plan, staff, is to show up every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And oh, honey, Essie, thank you for rocking our world today. And thank you all for something beautiful. By the way, everyone, if you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It really matters, and thank you for that. I love that you join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific Time. At homewithbk.com. Let's do the work.